All right, John, I looked down at the calls. We got quite a few to get to here.
Yeah.
Who would have thought this gross, disgusting question involving two X's?
Yes. Who would you rather have back?
Yeah. Matthew Stafford or Ben Jansen going toe-to-toe this week. Who would you rather have back? You told me, still don't fully understand or believe this, that most people would rather have Ben Jansen back. Mm-hmm. But let's hear from people. Let's get to Justin. You're on 97.1.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, it's a tough question. I honestly, if you watched last Saturday, I think that's a perfect example of why I would rather have Matt Stafford back. The Rams got the ball with, 2 minutes left, down a score, and I think everybody knew what was going to happen. And I think that's kind of like what the precedent around Stafford is. He's a gamer. In like those situations, you pretty much know what's coming. His play this year has just been unbelievable. You can't really say that Ben Jansen hasn't done great things this year. But with that being said, I don't know. I take Matt Stafford. I'm with Costa on this one.
So my only argument to that is, and I understand where you're coming from, is that is paired with the performance that Matthew Stafford had. It's paired with an elite play caller. What did Matthew Stafford do without an elite play caller? Mm-hmm. Nothing here in Detroit.
If Matthew Stafford was in Detroit with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Sam Laporta, and
sure,
Jahmyr
the
Gibbs,
tools are much different now than when he was here previously. Other than having one of the best receivers in all of NFL
but instead
history.
of having one, he would have an embarrassment of riches. Matthew Stafford has 50 game-winning drives in his career. It is top 5 all-time. That is regular season only. It doesn't count what he did en route to a Super Bowl, where he led a game-winning drive to win the Super Bowl. I like Goff. I've defended Goff. He's not Matthew Stafford.
No, I'm not making that argument.
No, I know, and I think the quarterback position is so much more important than a play caller. I still got Dan Campbell. I've been hearing about how it's Dan Campbell's offense. I've been hearing about how players win games. So give me the best player. I'd rather have Stafford over Ben.
I know the results with Ben Jansen and Jared Goff were pretty damn good. Now, if it was Ben Jansen along with... No, it wasn't. But it also wasn't a Super Bowl here with Matthew Stafford. Wasn't even a playoff win.
Just another chance for Costa to glaze Stafford. Tom, you got accused of this too, by the way, that we're glazing Stafford all week.
Yeah, when we talked about this earlier in the show, I would take Stafford in a heartbeat. I think they're in the playoffs this year. He's a tier 1 quarterback, and Goff's a 2. And I think the deep connection to J-Mo would be way more precise.
If I may push back, are we glazing Stafford?
It feels kind of like you are.
Or hear me out. We're talking about the favorite to win MVP of the league, and butthurt Lions fans don't like hearing about it. Which is it?
It's the latter.
Okay. Just a question. Let's get back to the people. Nick, you're next up. You're on 97.1.
Hey, guys. How are you this morning?
Good.
So I guess my logic would be this. You said what's the psychology behind that? Morton's going to be out of a job. Ben Johnson's a top 3 play caller.
Mm-hmm.
Stafford and Goff are typically considered 4 and 5, somewhere in there, in top quarterbacks in the NFL. It's a little difference. I get it. Stafford's better. I'm a huge Stafford fan. I'm not butthurt about Johnson leaving either. I think he picked a perfect time. Let a defense develop. Let a rookie season get out of Caleb Williams' way. Got him to play on time. Looks great. Not going to be mad about it. He did a great job. But I think that the difference between Morton and Johnson is far different than Stafford and Goff. And I'll tell you, who I really miss is a Jim Schwartz defense. I'll listen to you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want Schwartz back?
He's available.
That's DC, baby. There is a new nickname for Costa on Twitch.
Do I want to know?
Well, I'm going to tell you whether you want to know or not. Jim the Glazer Costa.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Appreciate that, guys.
That's what when you have the lead name on the show, that's why you get that.
That's fine.
Yes.
Guys.
Yeah, Jim the Glazer, along with Jansen and Heather.
Is he related to NFL insider Jay Glazer?
Oh, God. Guys, I don't want Matt or Ben back. What's in the past should stay in the past. Zach in a van.
Okay, we get that's not the question.
Guys, this is like saying, would the Cavs rather have Mike Brown back or LeBron?
Okay, Matthew Stafford is not LeBron.
Let's get to
I don't like LeBron.
Let's get to Sean in Detroit. Sean, good morning.
What's up, man? Bring my boy Nine back to the city. If Stafford was on this team, we can say he got McVay, which he does, but he didn't have a roster. And with this Calvin Johnson, he also had Chris Durham and Jeremy Ross and Marvin Hall too. So if you would have give him this roster today, we would be in the playoffs right now. We're going for a Super Bowl.
Marvin Hall, the Hall pass.
No, my goodness. Come on now. You remember Four? Yep. What's his name? Top Four? The tight end?
Joseph Fourier. He did all the gyrations in the end zone.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's fucking bums, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's not do that. A little too comfortable, as we say. He was he's feeling himself. All right.
We might need to bleep that and replay it because it was so funny.
It's just great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. Oh, man.
You want to hit news?
I just want to read a couple texts first.
Yeah.
This one says, I love Stafford, and I hope he wins the MVP.
Would have been the great Stoney transition to news.
But Jim is putting more glaze on Stafford than a donut. That's Joe in Taylor.
Yeah.
Costa working for Krispy Kreme this morning. Goff was better than Stafford when Johnson was calling plays. Give me Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that poll up to now? Is it still 80% of people would rather have Ben?
No, hold on. Let me see if I can refresh it here. It's up to 82%.
Even better.
Jim, maybe we've unearthed a new ad revenue for you with like a donut company for the station.
Make it happen. If you run a donut place, hit us up. Let me know.
Costa here.
Costa, the glazed cookie.
When it comes to glazing,
no one does it better.
now let's get to Heather with the news. Heather, what's going on?
There we go. That was an appropriate transition, right? Well, it's hard to have a better night on the basketball court than an Arizona high school basketball player did on Tuesday. A team named Adrian Stubbs became the first player in Arizona high school basketball history to score 100 points in a game. And actually, he scored all 100 points in 3 quarters because he sat out the entire fourth quarter. So he scored 70 points in the first half of that game. And then 30 points in the third quarter.
Did they go, full on Hoosiers? My team's on the floor with 3?
Pretty cool.
Little zone defense.
The previous state record was 75 points in a game. So afterwards, he said that it feels very unreal. But he says that shots were falling this game more than they usually do in every other game. He said, I just kept hitting and my teammates kept giving me the ball and the green light to go. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Michigan is one step closer to having phone-free classrooms. So on Wednesday, the Michigan House passed legislation that would ban K-12 students from using cell phones during class time, with exceptions, of course, for emergencies. So now this bill heads to the state Senate. Now, if passed, this legislation would create statewide minimum standards for cell phone restrictions during instruction times. And individual districts would maintain control over how they implement and enforce the limit. So schools could do a full ban where basically they have storage requirements to not have cell phones in school at all, or they could do classroom only restrictions. And there's going to be exceptions for emergencies. Teachers, it could be up to their discretion, academic purposes, medically necessary devices, flip phones, things like that don't access internet.
I mean, I'm looking at you guys because you guys have kids in school. What do you think the right answer is? I think phones are distracting. At the same time, you want to be able to contact your kid if something horrific happens.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, the workaround is they all have computers in school now. Most of them do. And so I can email them. I could text them computer to computer. So I could still get in touch with them. But I do like not having the phones on them.
But there is a lot of school districts, I would imagine, that where the kids don't have computers.
Sure.
Where I would want to make sure that I could still I like the classroom restriction.
So like you collect the phones at the front of the room before class starts type
right.
of thing?
And then if there is a lockdown and the kids are locked in their classroom, they still have access to their phone. I like that it's with them on their, within their
accessible.
reach. Yeah.
I know when Jack was in middle school, it was phones had to stay in the locker.
Mm-hmm.
And so in between classes, when they go to their locker, they could check their phone. And so I know at least once an hour, he could check it. He's not one that checks it a lot. So, I mean, we were fine without having to be in contact with our parents as kids. So I think this generation could be fine as well.
I think they can.
We also weren't I'm not going to go there.
No, it's different what the kids in school are dealing with. Sure, more than ever. But yes, I still think it is a distraction, and I think there should be some sort of a limit on cell phone usage. Kurt Signetti is apparently a creature of habit and has ordered the same Chipotle meal for lunch since arriving in Indiana. Bloomington. So apparently he orders the same thing. He's ordered it more than 500 times, a burrito bowl with rice, beans, chicken, and a side of guacamole. And he's ordered it so much that Jake McDonald, who serves as the assistant director of football operations at Indiana, who is in charge of going to pick up this order, has racked up a crazy amount of reward points. Apparently he's sitting on 64,000 reward points in his account.
Imagine being stuck behind this guy and John Jansen.
I don't go to. I refuse to eat there ever again.
Why?
Food is fine, except there was a sickness issue after I was there at one point.
So it's just once you can't get that out of your mind.
Yeah.
Nope.
It might take a little while. Maybe one day you'll go back.
No. I've been in it.
That happened
and I've
to me.
watched the kids eat, but I will not.
Happened to me once with grilled cheese. There was a period I probably went like a decade without ever eating a grilled cheese.
Really?
Yeah, because I got very sick after I ate one.
And you're cutting it wrong.
Yeah, no. Cold temperatures and more wintry conditions are on their way, so be ready. The National Weather Service says that snow accumulations in southeast and west central Michigan could reach between 3 and 7 inches. About 3 inches today is expected in areas around here. Obviously, the cold is going to come in as well, so just be ready. At least it will be the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Ish. It could impact your drive home from work today.
Thanks, Greg. It's Heather with the news. Hey, speaking of snowfall, it's going to be one of the questions in the cookie jar. That's coming up next. We'll end the hour with anybody still left on hold and any of the feedback to the baseball conversation or our get back with your exes question. It's 97.1